Welcome back to the East Coast College Admissions Podcast, the podcast where we break down everything you need to know about applying to East Coast colleges. I am your host, Cleopatra, and today we are diving into a topic that is critical for any student hoping to attend a top-tier school: how to craft a standout college application. The college admissions process can be daunting, but it's important to remember you have control over how you present yourself. A standout application is more than just good grades and test scores. It's about creating a compelling narrative that showcases who you are, what you care about, and why you're a perfect fit for the college on your list. In today's episode, I'll be sharing the key elements that make up a standout application, as well as some insider tips to help you impress admissions officers. Let's start with the foundation of your application, academics. Of course, your GPA, the rigor of all your courses, and your standardized test scores, if you choose to submit them, are important. Admissions officers want to see that you've challenged yourself in high school and done well academically. But here is something that might surprise you. They are just not looking for straight A students. What's even more important is your academic growth and the trajectory of your performance. For example, if you had a raw freshman year but steadily improve your grades as you progress through high school, that's a powerful story of resilience and dedication. Schools on the East Coast love students that are willing to push themselves, learn from their mistakes, and rise to the challenge. So don't panic if your GPA isn't perfect. Focus on showcasing how you've grown over time. Next up is extracurricular activities. Colleges on the East Coast are looking for well-rounded students, but that doesn't mean you need to have 10 different activities on your resume. What's more important is depth and not breadth. Admissions officers want to see students who are genuinely passionate about the activities they're involved in and have shown leadership or growth in those areas. For example, if you've been part of your school's debate team for years, have taken leadership on roles, and have perhaps even competed at a state or national level, that is impressive. It shows commitment, leadership, and growth. On the other hand, if you've dabbled in 10 different clubs without really contributing anything to them, that won't make such an impact. You get where this is going. So how do you know which activities to highlight in your application? Think about the activities that mean the most to you and where you've made the greatest impact. You want admissions officers to get a sense of who you are beyond your grades, what excites you the most and what you care about, and what you are likely to get involved in when you get to their campus. So now let's talk about one of the most important and often most stressful parts of the application, the personal statement. Your personal statement is your chance to tell your story in your own words. It's where you can show admissions officers who you are beyond your GPA and test scores. But here's the thing. You don't need a dramatic life story to write a compelling essay. Some of the best statements I've read have been about everyday experiences that reveal something meaningful about the student. The key is to be authentic. Admissions officers can tell when students are trying to impress them with big words or when they are writing what they think the school wants to hear. Instead, focus on a specific moment or experience that has shaped you in some way. It could be something as simple as a challenge you faced in class, a moment of personal growth, or even a hobby you love. What matters is that your essay gives the admissions committee insight into who you are, how you think, and what matters to you. One tip I've always given my students is to start early and write multiple drafts. Your first draft probably won't be perfect, and that's okay. Take the time to reflect on your experiences and how they've shaped you. Have someone you trust, whether it's a teacher, counselor, or even a friend, read over your essay to make sure it's clear and authentic. Another essential part of the college admissions application is letters of recommendation. These letters offer a third-party perspective on your abilities, character, and potential. My advice, choose recommenders who know you well and can speak to your strengths in detail. A glowing recommendation from a teacher who barely knows you won't carry as much weight as a thoughtful leader from someone who has seen your growth over time. If possible, choose recommenders who can speak to different aspects of your character. For example, you might have a math teacher who can talk about your analytical skills and a coach who can speak to your leadership and teamwork. The goal is to present a well-rounded picture of who you are as a student and as a person. Finally, let's touch on supplemental essays. Many East Coast colleges, especially more selective ones, require additional essays that ask specific questions about why you want to attend that school or what you can contribute to their community. These essays are your opportunity to show that you've done your research and are genuinely excited about that particular school. For example, if you're applying to a school like Tufts or Boston College, don't just say you want to go because they have a strong academic reputation. Dive deeper. What specific programs or opportunities are you excited about? How do your goals align with the school's mission or values? The more specific you can be, the better. So to recap, a Standout college application is more than just numbers. It's about telling a cohesive, authentic story that shows admissions officers who you are and why you'd be a great fit for their school. Focus on growth, passion, authenticity in every part of your application, from your academics and extracurriculars to your essays and letters of recommendation. That's all for today's episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast. I hope these tips help you feel more confident as you work on your applications. If you found today's episode helpful, please be sure to subscribe and leave a review. And don't forget to follow us on social media for more tips and insights on the East Coast College admissions process. To work with us, you can visit www.eastcoastadmissions.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.